Hey you guys, welcome to Dollar Workout Club. Today is an amazing bicep and tricep day. My name is Lynn, this is Natalie, and this is Drew. And as you see, we're in color coordinated tank tops for a reason. I want to tell you a little bit about that, and then we'll get into the workout itself. So if you're going to be doing a modified or beginner level, you're going to be following me in green. For more of an intermediate level, you're going to be following Natalie in yellow. And for the advanced or most intense version of each of the exercises, you'll be following Drew here in red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going through each of the exercise moves and the modifications so that you know who to follow, and then we'll get into the warm-up and the workout itself. The first move we're doing is a tricep push-up, and for a beginner or modified level, you're going to want to get near a wall. You're going to put your arms out straight in front of the shoulders. With a push-up, we sometimes go wider, of course, but with the tricep, we actually keep them in straight from the shoulders, and then we just bend at the elbow, bringing those forearms close to the wall, and then press back. And as we press back, we're really engaging that tricep muscle. So again, bending just at the elbow, bringing that straight forearm in, and then pressing back. The further you are out, the harder this move is going to be if you're doing it against the wall, and then the closer your feet are in, the easier the motion is. So we're going to be doing that with a 3-second count on the way in, 1, 2, 3, and a 1-second explosion count on the way up. And I'll have Natalie show that while she's doing the yellow motion. So the intermediate level, again, you're going to be in what is close to push-up position. You're going to have your hands in a little bit closer so they're straight out from your shoulders. And then you're going to bend at the elbow, go down towards the ground, trying to get your chest all the way down, and then explosive move up. So she's going to do a 1, 2, 3, up. Perfect. I know that's really brutal, so I'm not going to make her do more than that. But as you can see, she's doing it on her knees, and she kept her back flat the entire time. Drew's going to do that same motion, again, keeping his back flat, his butt down. He's on his feet instead of his knees. And he's going to actually put his arms up in a diamond shape. So you can put your arms up in a diamond shape a triangle shape if you'd want, or you can just keep them close to your body. And then he's going to come down, really engaging those triceps on the way down. 1, 2, 3. Explosion move up for 1, 2, 3, 1. And we'll be going through this workout with you, so you'll be able to see our form and kind of follow us if you're following a specific color. Now going into bicep curls, we're all going to be doing this motion at the same level. The only difference is we're going to be using a different weight. So for me, I'm going to be using these really light soup cans. Natalie's going to be using some lighter weights, and Drew some heavier weights. You could also use anything else around your house if you want to make it a little difficult. You're going to be having the weight out, faced away from you, so your palms are facing out, close to your body, your elbows are tucked in, and you're going to be doing a 3-second count on the way down and 1 on the way up. So 1 on the way up, then a really slow 1, 2, 3 on the way down, explosion on the way up, 1, 2, 3 on the way down. After we do 10 reps of those, we're going to be going into what is called a bicep hold. So you're going to, as you can see, Drew's going to do it from the side, Natalie from the front. You're going to bring that weight down just till your forearms are parallel with the ground, so straight out in front of you, and you're going to hold it there, okay? That's all you do. You don't rock it, you don't move it, you just hold and engage that bicep throughout the entire motion, okay? And the last move we're doing is dips. So Natalie's going to show the greener modified version of the dip on the mat. And then I'll show you the other two versions. So when you're doing green or modified, you're gonna have your knees bent, you're gonna be sitting down on your butt, and you're gonna have your hands tucked behind you about a foot. And then all you're gonna do is you're going to bend and lean back, and as you can see, she's really just bending at the elbow and going backward, and then as she pushes up, she's pushing up through the palms of her hand and engaging that tricep muscle as she pushes her body all the way up. So bending at the elbow, she'll start to feel the strain in her tricep, and pushing off with that tricep muscle. So at intermediate and advanced level, they're actually doing the same motion. The only difference is advanced is going to be using a weight. So you're going to come off to a chair or ledge, and if you want, the further your feet are out, the harder the motion's going to be. The closer your feet are in, the easier. And you're going to go ahead and again just bend at that elbow. You're going to come all the way down because you're doing a 3-second count on the way down and a 1-second explosion on the way up. So 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. And the important thing to see here is that they have their arms in tucked close to them, and that they're just bending at that elbow. They're not letting their elbows move out of the position, okay? They're keeping them straight, tucked close against their body as they go down and as they go up, okay? So if you have any other, if you need to watch those modifications again, go ahead and feel free to do so, or you can just follow us throughout the exercise. Natalie and I are gonna go ahead and get started with the warm-up, and Drew's gonna explain the entire workout to you while we do that.
Go ahead and follow these guys for the warm-up, you guys, and I'll explain today's workout what we got today is a 12-minute AMRAP, as many reps as possible. So what we're going to be doing is 10 tricep push-ups, okay? Whatever level you're doing it at, with a 3-second count on the way down, 1-second count on the way up, okay? So just follow along with us, and you'll see how to do that. 10 bicep curls with a 3-second count on the way down, 1-second count on the way up. Then we're doing 30 seconds of a bicep hold. So follow the clock, the timer on the screen, and know when to start and stop your 30 seconds. Okay, so if you start at 1:31, you go till 2:01, for example. Okay, and then we'll finish up with 10 dips with a 3-second count on the way down, 1-second count on the way up. After you finish that round, you go back to the beginning and start with tricep push-ups again, and you just keep going. You don't stop for the entire 12 minutes, and you just do as many reps as you can in those 12 minutes. It's kind of fast-paced and high intensity with very little rest. So try and push yourself. It's only 12 minutes, and then you're done for the rest of the day. So let's have fun with it. We like to have fun here at Dollar Workout Club, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
And right now, what are we doing?
We're doing some toe touches.
Bend and snap. Oh, toe touches.
We're doing our bend and snap.
Toe touches.
Don't snap too fast on the way up. I don't want you to hurt your back. Just
All
a
right.
couple
We have
more of
fun.
these.
We like to make fun of ourselves. You can make fun of us too.
That's fine.
All right. These are great to loosen up those hamstrings and those glutes.
We're going to finish with some arm circles. I like to try to do about 10 arm circles forward and then 10 arm circles backward. Just really loosen that up. Whew.
It's going to be a good
And
one.
make sure that you guys stay close and watch that clock so that you can keep track of that 30-second hold period. Woo! Awesome. All right, we're going to be getting into the workout. All right, you guys, we're going to be starting in just about 10 seconds, so make sure you get into position to start those tricep push-ups right away. So we're going to be starting in just about 3, 2, 1, and go.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Just like Drew is counting, remember to do a slow motion on the way down, or slow as you can. And then a 1-second explosion on the way up. Sometimes I forget, that's okay. Just jump right back into it when you remember. Really keeping those elbows in tight to your body and really engaging those triceps as you extend out.
Those are gonna get hard.
Those are really hard.
Okay, remember on this, we're doing the explosion on the way up. 1, and then a slow extension on the way down.
2.
We're really keeping those elbows in tight against your body again. Remember at the top that we're squeezing that bicep muscle really tight, okay?
3, 5. 1, 2, 3.
Remember,
6.
you can make this a little bit harder by using a heavier weight. So if by the end of these 10 reps you don't feel like it's difficult at all, you may want to go up a tiny bit in weight, use something a little bit heavier around your house, or use a heavier dumbbell.
10. Hold it.
Okay,
30
hold it there
seconds.
for 30 seconds. Breathing in, squeezing that bicep, you guys.
Focus on keeping your back straight. I don't want to see you arching your back like this, and I don't want to see you bending over like this. Keep it nice and straight. That's going to engage your bicep muscle the most.
Yep, what helps me to keep my back straight and good form is, I think, keeping my core tight, which I think belly button to spine, squeezing my core, and I think about squeezing my glutes. And by doing that, it helps me keep my back in proper position throughout this entire
Ready?
exercise.
3, 2, 1. Relax.
Remember, if you weren't on
Feel
the
the
same pace as
burn.
us, then you can go ahead and, look at the clock and do your own 30
Yeah.
seconds. You don't have to be at our same pace.
1, 2, 3.
Remember on dips
3, 2,
that we're doing a 3-second count on the way down
3,
and then an explosion on the way up.
4.
And remember,
Keep those elbows stationary. So I don't want to see you flailing your elbows out like this. Ouch, you're going to hurt yourself. Just keep them pointing straight behind you.
7,
yes.
2, 3, 8.
Woo.
1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10.
Oh my gosh, it's a hard
All right.
workout. Good job, guys. We're 2 minutes and 20 seconds in. Get right into push-up position. Tricep push-ups. Remember, we're going 3 seconds down.
Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 1.
On these push-ups, again, make sure that you're pointing your elbows directly behind you. It's easy to forget and want to go like that,
3,
but you're not going to engage your tricep as much, and
4,
you can hurt yourself.
2, 3, 5.
Yep, and remember that if you're doing this modified version, the further you step out away from the wall, the harder it's going to be. And if you need to make it a little bit easier, step a little bit closer in. Woo! Woo!
Oh,
Nice job, everybody.
Those starting to
Shaking
get
those
hard.
arms out.
So sometimes I had to rest at the top and I got a little behind Drew. It's okay if you do
All right, here we go. Up.
1, 2, 3, 2.
Really squeezing those biceps, you guys, at the top. Make the most out of this move with proper form. Remember, the slower you go down, really making sure you do the full 3 count, the harder it's going to be.
Make sure that you're getting a full range of movement too. If you notice, we're going all the way down and coming all the way up. I don't want to see you stopping halfway right here. I want you to go all the way up.
Woo!
1, 2, 3.
10. Now bring it down. Okay, right in front of you. Your forearms are parallel to the ground. You're just holding it right here and really squeezing that bicep. Like Natalie said, we're keeping our back straight.
Your arms should really burn right now. If they're not burning, then you don't have a heavy enough weight. It's kind of like when you do 30 seconds of plank. You just have to breathe through it and focus on that clock going down. We only have about 7 seconds left. You can do it.
Breathing in, you guys. Just like she said, focus on your breathing. Hold it in place.
Switch. Go right into dips. Good job.
Nice job, you guys.
10 dips with a 3-second drop.
1, 2, 3. Up. Remember to keep good form. Keep those elbows in tight. Make sure they're going straight back behind you. Keeping proper form throughout the entire exercise. Every round that we do, we're more and more tired, and it becomes easier to slip on our form. So we have to really mentally concentrate on keeping our form good throughout.
10.
Woo!
Shake those arms out because we're going to start another round
You
here.
should really feel the blood flowing through your arms right now.
I
Shake
know
them
this
out.
round some of us might need to stop or take breaks.
Yeah.
And that's totally fine. Go at your own pace now. If you can go unbroken, that's great. If not, feel free to take a rest in between.
Just the key is to remember to count down to 3 as you're going down.
Remember, if you're doing the green or modified, if you can really get those forearms all the way to the wall before you press out, you're gonna work so much more that tricep muscle than if you do these small movements, okay? Small movements are okay, but really we wanna get the full range of motion.
All right, take a break. Oh, the burn.
I want you to focus on having a straight back when you go down, okay? Sometimes it helps to lift your head up as you go down. And then what I don't want to see you rolling up like this. Okay, that's not a good push-up. I'm not going to count that one.
Woo! Shake your arms out. Keep moving. Okay, we like to try to keep high intensity throughout these exercises. You'll notice if you've been doing our workouts for a while that we believe in working out smarter, not necessarily longer. That's why we like to do these body weight movements, but also making it as fast as possible to really increase that heart rate to burn more fat.
We're over halfway there.
So even if you have to go slow, try to keep moving. Try not to take too many breaks. Break as little as possible. Remember to really squeeze those biceps at the top. Full range of motion.
Make sure that you guys aren't arching your backs here. What I don't want to see is I don't want to see you do this when you come up, okay? You'll hurt yourself if you do that. I'm not going to count that rep. It wasn't good enough.
Remember when you're holding in this move to really squeeze and engage that bicep. Try not to let your arms fall down. I know when they're tired, you might want to bring them down to here or bring them up to here to make it easier, but don't. Keep them right in place. Make sure you looked at the clock so you know how much longer you have to go. If you're staying with me, then we just have about another 5 seconds.
If you're on a different pace than us, that's okay. I'm behind Lynn and Drew. If you're behind me, that's fine. If you're ahead of Drew, you gotta rub it in the comments.
I'm sure some people are, especially if they're using 100-pound dumbbells like me.
Those are not
Good
100-pound
job, guys.
dumbbells.
Go right into tricep dips.
Make every move count, you guys. Counting at 3 seconds on the way down, full 3 seconds, 1 explosive second on the way up. Breathing through the motion, focusing on form, keeping those elbows in tight.
So if you're really struggling with these tricep dips and you're struggling with your form but you don't want to drop down to green, you can bring one leg up like this and put some of the weight onto your quad as you're dipping down, and that will remove some of the tension and resistance.
All right, you guys, starting
4
another
minutes left.
round.
Almost 4 minutes left. Oh, jeez.
Keep breathing throughout these movements. Don't quit on us. I know it's getting really hard. It gets so much harder as we get further on in. I know that your arms are jello because my arms are already hurting too.
Don't forget about that 3-second hold. Sometimes it's easy to forget.
Woo! Keeping those elbows in tight.
Oh my gosh.
If you need to take a break in between the 10, that's okay. You could split it up. You could do 3, 3, 4. You can do 5 and then 5. You can do a couple reps at a time. Go at your own pace. Really focusing on good form, making sure you do the 3 seconds on the way down, 1 second on the way up. Woo! Shaking out those arms in between the movements, but staying consistent. Keep going.
Man, those are hard.
And
Bicep curls. Here we
make sure
go.
you're doing the slow 3 seconds on the way down, explosion on the way up. Remember, it is okay to be at a different pace than us. We're trying to do as many rounds as possible. You may be faster, you may be slower, that's fine. The workout's on the screen and the timer's there. You can go at your own pace. This is about challenging you.
Good job, guys. We have less than 3 minutes left. Your arms should be on fire. By that last count of 10, your arms should just feel totally burned out, meaning you can't really do even one more rep.
Make sure you looked at the clock so you know where you're at for that 30-second hold. And really squeeze those biceps. Holding in place. Don't give up now, you guys. We are so close. Breathing through this movement. Woo. Focus on your breathing instead of the pain in your biceps. If you're following me, we just have a couple seconds left. 2, 1. Awesome. Going straight into dips.
10 more seconds.
Good job, guys. We only have 2 minutes left of the whole workout.
These last 2 minutes are going to be the hardest. Your arms are already fatigued. Your heart rate's racing and up. Do not quit at this time, though. This is where you see the most results and the most progress. So keep pushing. Remind yourself you could do anything for 2 minutes, and it's even less than 2 minutes, okay? Breathing through the movements. Think of just good form. Think about what you're doing in the moment. Keep going. Remember, a 3-second count on the way down. Don't gyp yourself on these last few reps. Woo! Quick shake of the arms to jump right into the next movement, you guys. Look, you really want to make the most of this last about minute and a half. Little less than.
All right, tricep push-ups.
Try to get in as many reps as you can.
Let's go, Team Red. Somebody beat me. I'm sure someone will. Probably a girl.
I hope so.
Down the right level.
Hashtag like a girl.
Here we go.
All right, 1 more minute, guys. Come on, 60 seconds.
Really challenge yourself to get as many reps in as possible, okay, during this last minute. As many reps as you can. Don't quit.
Don't forget to count for 3 seconds.
You're almost there. We have less than 45 seconds, you guys. Make every single rep count, okay? Keep moving. Keep pushing yourself. See how far you can get in the round. See if you can finish another round.
Constantly do a form check on yourself. So if you notice your elbows are pointing out to the side, remember to point them directly behind you.
Keep going. We're almost there, you guys. We just have about 20 seconds left. Try to get in as many reps as you can. These last few seconds. Don't quit on yourself.
Yeah,
Keep
15
going.
seconds. Here we
Many
go.
reps as you can fit in. Keep breathing. We're almost there, you guys. Less than 10 seconds. Almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and done.
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
Wow.
Shake those arms out, you guys.
That was a hard workout, you guys. Good job.
They're gonna feel a little bit like noodles. It's gonna hurt to come up and wash your hair.
You know, there's some workouts where we go really, really quick, and there's some workouts like these that your muscles just totally get burned out and you just can't go any faster. And that's good. That's what we like to do here at Dollar Workout Club, is switch up our training styles to confuse your body, switch up your muscle groups getting worked.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. All right, let's
Okay.
get into the cooling and stretching. I'll go ahead and have Drew lead us in our stretches.
Okay, we're gonna do a bicep stretch. Bring that arm, that elbow in close to your stomach, and grab that wrist and pull it into you like this. And you should feel a good stretch in your bicep muscle, especially after doing that workout. Pull it in nice and tight until your arm is straight, if possible. or as straight as you can get it. Hold it for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to switch sides here.
You should feel your heart rate start to come down right now. All right, your heart rate got pretty elevated during that workout. You should finally start to be breathing more normally. Maybe
other
be able
side.
to hold a conversation. Make sure that you're hydrating and drinking water. You know, especially when you're working out during the day, it's really important that you're hydrating your body.
Yep.
Make sure to stretch. The stretching will help with the muscle recovery and soreness, okay, you guys? Because your arms are really going to be sore and burn, especially if you really challenged yourself during this workout. If it didn't feel very tough to you, then try a harder level or use a heavier weight.
Yeah. And feel free to share share these workouts with your friends. You know, tell them about Dollar Workout Club. Tell them to do these workouts with you. It makes it a lot more enjoyable when you have someone to compete against. Okay, tricep stretch. Try and grab that elbow and pull it down. Walk those fingers down the middle of your back, just like this. As you can see Lynn right there. And pull on that elbow as tight as you can. You should feel a nice, good stretch right in here, especially after doing all those tricep push-ups and dips.
You know, talking about hydrating, if your goal is weight loss, drinking enough water is really important, because if you're not drinking enough water during the day, switch arms, your body's going to retain a lot of water and hold on to a lot of water. So but if you're properly hydrating yourself, then your body will release that water. So if you wake up in the morning and you feel really puffy and kind of swollen, probably means that you need to be drinking more water, that you're not hydrated enough.
Good job today, though, guys. That was a good arm workout.
Nice job. You guys did great. Thank you for visiting us at dollarworkoutclub.com, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. The biggest lessons I learned from my Fit to Fat to Fit journey, where I intentionally gained 75 pounds and then lost the 75 pounds, was the power of food addiction and food cravings. You know, I just thought my clients lacked willpower or were just weak when it came to, you know, eating healthy food and exercising like I told them to. I couldn't understand why it was so hard for them, and it made me frustrated, right? And so doing Fit to Fat to Fit for 6 months straight, right? I ate, you know, a bunch of junk food, typical American processed food, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Mountain Dew, all kinds of delicious food, which tasted really good, by the way. At the end of those 6 months, when I transitioned to eating healthy again, those first 2 weeks of eating, you know, whole food again were literally hell for me to go through. And I never experienced withdrawal symptoms as powerful as I did when I did Fit Fat to Fit. And I remember I was grumpy, I was moody, I had headaches all the time. My personality was different. I didn't like being around myself. My wife didn't like being around me. And I've never experienced that before. And it finally clicked in my mind, like, oh my gosh, now I understand why it's so hard for my clients when I tell them, look, you're eating vegetables and some healthy protein today, and that's it, no junk food. And it finally clicked in my mind, like, I understand why it's so hard for them, because it's way more powerful than I thought. You know, it's not as easy as just saying, do it, right? It doesn't work that way, because there's such an emotional connection to food that I'd never experienced before until I did Fit to Fat to Fit. So it really opened up my eyes to just how real food addiction is and how powerful food cravings are, and that's why so many people struggle. You know, there's studies out there that show sugar is just as addictive as cocaine and heroin, which are these hardcore drugs. But in our society, we just brush it on the rug because food is legal, first of all, right? And we need food to survive. And it's marketed to us sometimes as health food, right? A lot of these foods are marketed to us as, low fat, non-fat, all natural, organic, gluten-free, sugar-free, all these things. And we think, oh, well, this isn't too bad. It's got vitamin A and vitamin D, and, it's low fat, so it's got to be good for me. But the problem is that when people try and eat real food, they struggle with it because there's this transition period where your body fights back just like a drug, and you want that high again from that sugar. And anyways, what I'm trying to say is it was way more powerful than I ever thought it would be, but it helps me now when I try and help someone overcome a food addiction because I kind of understand it from their perspective. Whereas before I'm like, look, why is it so hard for you? Just, eat healthy, don't drink the soda, don't eat the junk food. And now I understand the emotional connection a lot better than I did before. So don't give up on yourself and don't beat yourself up, because a lot of people struggle with this, and it is an addiction, and it is powerful, and you're not just weak. It's not just a lack of willpower. It takes a long time creating these healthy habits. So keep going, don't give up on yourself, and know that you're worth it.
Hey guys, we just want to take a second to let you know how much we appreciate you. Dollar Workout Club wouldn't be a club without each of you guys, and you mean so much to us.
Yeah, and we want you guys to leave your comments. There's a section below where you can talk about if you've tried the recipe, or how you thought of the workout, or how you did in the workout, or questions about the motivational tips. If you have comments or questions, please leave them below.
Yeah, and don't forget to invite your friends, you guys, to join us here at Dollar Workout Club. And don't forget to follow us on social media using these handles below.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.